Good morning, day 292 of the worldwide Megacrisis Hungerstrike. Day 26 since my last meal. I'm feeling it. It's hard for me to sit up. My abs are sore, but you're worth it because we're trying to save your life, as you know. Oh, wow. Personal update. I'm surrounded by hot water bottles right now because I'm frozen. And I can't sleep well at night. The hunger is getting quite bad. And that's the real hard part. So I'm going to grind a bit this morning till I get so tired I'll just fall asleep. And drink some water so that it settles my stomach. When you don't drink water, it's really, really bad. But there's good news. Good news. Things are moving. There's lots to do. And the fact I can sit up at all is a good sign that I'm improving on the hunger strikes. In my first couple of months, I couldn't even sit up. So that's me. I'm very hungry. Somebody ordered me some groceries, so now I have like temptation here. So I'm like, oh, I can't wait to eat them. But I won't, because I'm setting a standard that we have to act urgently, as you know. I won't eat until we do this training, you guys. And we have a big meeting coming up here, and we've just had 32 people confirmed to come, which is great. We only need 4 more. So if you want to be one of those 4 and come do this training, then it counts as blessings towards the meal. I have 780 more to go. So on Thursday, if we have a 2-hour meeting, and the people get trained properly, I should reach it. So only 2 more days of hunger. So it'll be around 28 days. That's my all-time max for a wet hunger strike. Oh, excuse me. Wow. Wow, I'm feeling it. Okay, so I'm teaching you guys part of our core vision every video now, so you understand the simplicity and the complexity of what we're doing here. Oh, it's actually hard for me to talk. Oh. My stabilizer muscles in my abdomen are weak now. That's why it's hard to actually sit up. Okay. I even tried to go to bed early last night. Wow. Oh, and I had some nice, core first. So you guys know the one sentence. One World Spirit Core starts with time compression with clarity on ego wisdom. Problem is Megacrisis, solution is 2 sacred sentences, and the implementation is flow, rolls, and flocks. That's all you have to say to educate your friends and family, especially if they're feeling hopeless. So let's go back into the Megacrisis problem and define that a bit more. So you guys know that it's like a trifecta, right? Megacrisis, metacrisis, polycrisis. Metacrisis we covered already. That culture is language, values, and ways of doing things. And that we have a decline in agency or freedom, which is cultural. And then we have a decline in meaning, which is cultural. And we have a decline in trust, which is cultural. So we covered all those in the previous videos. Now we're covering the next one, which is coordination. There's a decline in coordination. Cultures help you get things done, and you have to coordinate people, right? There's something called the Global Cooperative Index that I think the United Nations or some kind of international body makes. And they've been showing that we are in a bad situation, that even with nations worldwide, not just humans, between us, there's cultural problems. We're fighting with our neighbors. We're on the individual level falling apart. We're fragmenting. But at the national level, it's also fragmenting, which is why we're heading towards World War III. But it also has drastic effects on supply chains, and inflation is going up because of that, due to protectionist policies. Countries stop sharing openly, and they start to make tariffs, and as you can see with Donald Trump, he's using those because he knows that we're in World War III, right? And it's not getting better, and it's not predicted to get better. It's predicted to get worse, you guys. We have to act now. We have a solution to this, and that is universal logic. It creates a kind of universal diplomacy, or a new type of cultural languaging communication that gets to the ideological roots that causes that lack of coordination. All wars, all disconnect is really because human minds are disconnected or fragmented. Because think about it, everything we touch with our mind if we're thinking about it. No pun intended, I guess. Double entendre there. So if we fix the way we think and we don't see the countries as fragmented, we don't see each other as just separate, then we can start to share as if we see ourselves in the other, which is what love is. Okay? And coordination has to do with resources, right? Resources have to do with political will, and political will has to do with ideology. And there's 200 contradictions that are fragmenting our ideology and making us not want to coordinate, or just giving token gestures, which is not enough to solve climate change and the rest of it, or to even solve loneliness, which we're going to get into. I'm so tired, I'm like mumbling. My mouth is dry. It's parched. It's got a weird taste in it because I've been hungry for so long. Oh man, I'm struggling. I got a lot to do today, but I'm excited about it. 10 out of 10 spiritual. So that's the core, next part of the core. All right. We need to coordinate. A government is a coordination mechanism of millions of meetings, but I'll get to that tomorrow. So the next part of my update is the emergency core, right? Personal update, core, now we're doing the emergency core. And that's like world events. So the Iranian war is definitely building. It's intense. My Structure Pure Wisdom documents that I'm writing have passed over 450 views, which is great. People are reading them on LinkedIn. And my friends are saying they're seeing my artificial intelligence papers, which is great because Microsoft just broke from OpenAI and they're starting to fight because they're in a hyper competition right now, you guys. It's extreme what's happening to us. And the military is trying to use it now. It's big. The Canadian Bar Association just signed on, so law and courthouses are starting to use it after they were prejudiced towards it. And now they're starting to brace for impacts that this is going to massively affect the labor market. You're going to lose your job. Even surgeons will lose their job soon. Okay. Whew. There's so much happening. It's like every time I look at the news. Okay, good enough for now, right? We need to get going. So we have this big meeting coming up. Like I said, 32 people. And then we have another one on Monday and the next one. But we need to keep fundraising to keep getting these people in here from countries that are exploited because we want to get them off the hamster wheel. But you can come in if you're from a wealthy country and help out. And we teach you this very simple checklist. We divide you into teams. And it's a pretty cool meeting structure. By the end of it, we actually connect you with somebody that has something to share with you that you want. And it's a really cool... We're experimenting with it right now, but we're generating a list of what people want, and it's we're matching them now. And I've made a whole bunch of scripts with AI that would normally take me weeks to make. I made them in days. So we are making lots of progress here on a new form of governance to coordinate everybody. So that even if we can't pay you a lot of money, right, to come, you're going to get a different kind of economy, which is very fulfilling. All right. So if you want to fill out our surveys and stuff like that and tell us what you need, then I'll put that in the chat. I'll tell you what I need. This is the last part of my update. As you guys know, I end with the wifey. I'm looking for my wife, my queen, my messiahess. Is that the female version of Messiah? As you guys know, the wifey slogan is, if she's too hardcore for everybody else, she's just right for me. And she's vegan. And she has a deep heart. She's willing to risk her life for others. And she's a giver. But she's also wise. She doesn't burn herself out. Okay? If you know any woman like that, anywhere in the world, I would love to talk to her. I've been searching. And this is because we can have our personal lives, our professional, and our activist lives all at once if we do this in a sublative way. Okay, our personal needs, if you get into flow state, you actually are 700% more productive and more effective. Okay? All right. There's something else I wanted to say about her too. I had somebody on my YouTube watch this and said that they're looking as well. So We're all in a loneliness crisis, you guys. I'll talk about that later. And she doesn't have to be very young, right? I'm looking for somebody who's got maturity. So somebody, maybe even they're 30, 28, 29, I'm not opposed to, like, for me, when you're spiritual, the physical age doesn't always match the inner age. The inner age is what's important to me, okay? I can recognize the deep souls. So don't take that as a turn up. I'm just saying I'm open to wherever you are. I'm looking for that inner connection, okay? It's very important to me now. Because I've been in some good relationships in the past, but the women didn't want to choose this path because it's so hardcore, right? And this is my path, this is my destiny. So my real wife will be on this path with me. I could have been very comfortable and wealthy, but my conscience wouldn't have been settled. And conscience is the greatest wealth of all. Okay? Peace until tomorrow. Hang in there, and please fill out our form. I'll put in the chat if you want to help out. Okay? Meetings in 2 days. If you want to help me eat, come to the blessings. There's 36 teams we fill. We had 18 filled last time. Okay, that's quite a bit. That's a pretty big growth. We're growing. It's working. It's working. But if you can't come physically and do the training, which is the best thing of all, you can do a makeshift donation if you want, so we can get other people paid. It's not going towards me unless you want to pay for my meals in a different fund. This is going towards other people to get them to come. Okay, keep sublating, as you know. See you tomorrow.